Hello everybody, Big Planes here, and I know it's been a little while since I last updated you on the 787 project, but that's exactly what this is going to be about, so let's go directly into that. So, obviously, I have been struggling with the nose, and the struggle continues, but there has been some meaningful updates and progress that has been made since you last saw it, and I sort of wanted to show you what was going on down here on the underside. So you can kind of see a little bit of what's going on here, and again, as I've stated so many times before, this is not final, so anything you see here is always possible. It could change. So some things that I do want to point out, though, are up here. These black things, or these long ones, there are 4 of them. These are the ballast bricks, and hopefully, these should keep the nose on the ground and make sure that there are it is not tail heavy. So after we move a little bit past that, you can see the nose gear here. This is going to have a longer strut that connects it to the underside. So I'm still working on how that's going to work and how it's going to fold out under here. But you can kind of see that it does fold directly into it. I'm trying to get the shadows here and the lights. You can see it folds directly there, and it works out pretty well. I'm trying to leave some room here, and yeah, hopefully that works out. These right here, this is an interesting way that I'm actually connecting them. I'm using these mixel ball joints to help get some pretty awkward angles in there. It's sort of hard to see here now, but I'm using that to help angle these, because this right here, this is all sort of new. Now, obviously, some of these gaps, they will be getting filled. Do understand that. But what I'm doing is I'm taking these, and I've replaced it. I used to use these. These were the, what are they? The 2x3 curved slopes in red. You can see a bunch more removed. I used to have them here like this, right? Now I used to have these down like this. And then, to make it even worse, I would have like these here, like that, with a bunch of, can't hold on to it. I would have a bunch of these cheese slopes right here. So I thought it looked okay, but it looked very rough. So what I did is I replaced those 2x3s with, I'm going to get a lower angle here, with 2x4s. So I think that does look a little bit better. Obviously, some gaps will be filled. And since the 2x4s are too tall and they stuck out right here, I had to angle the entire thing inward. So that's exactly what we're doing here. And you can kind of see it here. I'm going to try to get some better angles here. You can kind of see how it does angle inward, and I'm actually pretty happy with that. It does require some interesting techniques, and it's going to be interesting trying to integrate this into the bottom a little bit better. But especially when you look at it head on, you can tell that they are angled slightly inward like this. They're not straight, they're sort of in. So again, it's very hard to explain on camera, but that's what I'm doing. And I'm trying to get a very smooth nose look on this thing. I've been struggling with the top of the plane, and now I'm moving on to the bottom to try to make sure this works out well before I move on to the top. And the studs on the side, I'm actually going to try to use these because I can't really get rid of them since they're attached to the wedge plate, unfortunately. But I am using these for the pitot tubes. So this side doesn't have anything on it, but this side over here, I'm going to try to get around the table here for you. That's what I'm going to be using for the pitot tubes, these sort of antenna pieces. And I think they're the best parts by far to use for it. I was originally using, I can't hold on to anything today. I was originally using these. If it would come into focus. Yeah, I was originally using these. But I got a lot of comments saying that they stuck out too far on the nose, and I really agree. They do stick out very far. And these antenna pieces are much lower profile, but the catch with them is that they are extremely expensive. So we're talking like a couple bucks a pop on that one. So yeah, I have to be very cautious with how I get them. If I accidentally just pop one of these off when I'm carrying it, yeah, I've lost a lot of money. So I need to be very careful with those, and I'm kind of waiting till the end to do it, but that's sort of what I'm doing there. I'm also going to be trying to integrate some newer solutions into the bottom and hopefully make it look a little bit better. Oh, and the last thing I want to talk about, is I sort of moved it so you can see it a little bit better, is this right here. It's very sturdy, but right here, make it you at a different angle here. This is where the cargo hold is. So let's see if we can get this to work. Yep, like this. Pops up just like this. And you can kind of see the system. It's sort of rough, but that's what it looks like. It uses a couple of battle droid arm mechanisms, and this is my way of angling the other curve slopes, and I think it works out pretty well. It had to be on a double hinge or else this wouldn't have worked, and it does work pretty well. It allows it to slide up like this, and then under itself like that. So that's sort of some interesting stuff I had to do to get that to work, but I'm actually really happy with it. I think it worked out looking very well. It folds nicely in, and then just locks right into place. It's very sturdy. You can apply lots of pressure to it and it will not break. So yeah, this is generally where I am on this one. I will try to update you as much as I can. Again, the nose on this thing is going to take forever, but I hope to have some more updates coming for you on this nose coming in the near future. That's it for this one. Bye for now.